Evening all, how we doing? Happy Monday, start of a shiny new week. How's everyone doing? We all had a good weekend. OBS is kicking the week off strong by being a butthole. Because of course it is. If I do that, can I then make it come back? Alright, let's try again. Nope, it is just being a pain in the butt. Wonderful. So I should do that. How's everyone doing? Evening Tengu, how's it going? Yeah, not bad over here, but for my frustrations with OBS, which hopefully will be a little bit. Oh, for the love of Christ! Right, everything is being a pain in the arse right now, apparently. Because I don't know, fuck me, I guess, as usual. My browser page is not functioning properly. My OBS is not functioning properly. I think it's streaming okay, but I'm not getting feedback that I should be getting. For the love of God. Am I going to have to give this a good kick in again? Yep, it's still not working properly. Here it is. Basic functionality. I click, you do. Come on, machine. I won't even boot the web browser right now, so I can't see anything that's going on. Right, this is not going to work, is it? I am going to have to restart stuff because life is cruel and unfair like that. And apparently restarting it a few minutes ago was not enough to get it to pull its head out of its bottom. So bear with me a moment. I will be back in a minute or two once I've given this thing a fresh kick in the behind. Can't be a minute. Okay, hopefully we have some life. Might have to persuade my camera that it wants to work as well. Okay, right. Things seem to be functioning this time. Oh, what a pain in the neck. How are we doing, everyone? Evening, Tengu. Evening, MB. Hope you're all well. Yes, neither my browser nor OBS were talking to me, which was helpful as always. Wonderful, that's not just a bit... Okay, right, now that's working properly. Watch while the roof caves in and lands on my head next day. Anyway, hope we're doing well. Hope we've had a good weekend and stuff. We're going to play some Oblivion. So, I had a potter around a few days ago, last week, and hopefully, I think, solved the issue with mods and bouncy streams and stuff. So, hopefully, all should be looking good when we get going. I'll just have to wait for Oblivion to boot, which hopefully I haven't thrown a spanner in the work. No, good. That's signs of life over there. So basically it had to do with the way OBS was, oh dear, picking up Oblivion, the game, and the hooking method or whatever it's called was basically not compatible with the mod. So I need to use a different means to capture the stream, which hopefully, I mean, technically it's supposed to be less efficient, but we'll see how it works. So obviously we can't really be going further backwards, otherwise I'll be quite frustrated, but we'll see how we do. Anyway. Shall we? I needed to think about that for a minute. So, mods notwithstanding, I also spent some time working on my alteration skill. Evening, Steve. How's it going? So, I should now be able to use that to help me open locks if I get frustrated as well. I don't currently have the open average lock, I think it is. Oh, please tell me you're not going to crash on me again. Hang on. He's now throwing a wobbler. Oh, no, we might have life. It's just still thinking about it. Oh, lordy. I don't want much. Struggling a bit with loading. It'll get there. It did this the other day and then it was basically fine. He says, hopefully. Some progress is being made. Here we go, I think. Other issues instead though, which is wonderful. Right. Nearly there. Give me 1 second while I give something else a kick. Is the right button? For the love of... Nvidia's app is now being a heap of shite as usual. Still refusing to update my Nvidia drivers because there was another driver put out recently. There's a problem with the app. You don't fucking say. The problem is it's a piece of shit. But yes, I haven't heard anything about the new Nvidia driver either way, so I should probably do some research on that. But I'm not updating it until I get the word that it's not going to balk my computer again. Because that was rather annoying. For the love of Christ. Do I still have... No, I don't. Wonderful. Right, okay. Just quickly download the Nvidia app again and see if I can make it work. Probably won't be able to, but we'll give it a go anyway. Is it too much to ask for this shit to just work? As intended? I mean, the answer is quite evident already. Yeah, let's go into the menu and then time is not flowing forward. Remember rightly, the Nvidia app is another stupid piece of crap that won't let you choose where to install it either. I could be wrong there though. No, I'm not wrong. There's a basic design feature that every app should have by now, letting you choose where you want to install it for people with multiple drives. So I have my most of my software installed on another drive to my operating system, but certain things like this piece of junk will not allow you to do that, which is bloody annoying because there's no good reason for it. It's just blown idle development. Well, cheapskate development, one or the other. Still. Up until recently, I would have said that NVIDIA are way more reliable than AMD in terms of making your choice of graphics card, but they seem to be doing their level best to undermine that reputation at the minute. Waiting. Meantime, I have a fluffy friend with me, whom I would show you, but she's out of camera all the way over here. I'm sitting on her cushion. She hasn't done it in a while, so I'm kind of surprised that she's doing it now, but hey, I'm not complaining. Get back here. Which I should have done at the weekend, but I didn't. Get thee under there. Hey. Ah, NVIDIA installer failed. Of course it did, because it's a hunk of shite. On the other hand, did it manage to put the right files in? Well, update the files that I needed updating, and will the app now work? I'm going to go ahead and assume no, but... No, that looks like a big fat no. Never mind. Screw it. Screw it. We'll push on without. It's not exactly critical, so, you know. It's just pissing irritating, isn't it? Basic fucking functionality. Anyway, yes, I have spells and things and such, so I should probably make sure I'm on my combat stuff. So one of the things we'll probably need to do is change the gear I am using, because allegedly, according to the internet, Kvatch is somewhat problematic if you leave it too late, and too late being anything past level 10, which, oh look at that, I'm level 13. So I guess we'll see how this goes. Like it. It's 10 past 7 in the morning. So, let's hop up and give this a go, shall we? So we need to continue on down the road. I don't think there's very much. There's a... Actually, just up there is where I took the screenshot for these... I had the thumbnail. Reminds me, I wonder... Oh, good. I was having some issues persuading it to remember my hotkeys for hiding the UI this week. And, seems we have some success. I'm surprised it's taken them so long to get a first patch out for the game, to be honest. Not that... Well, I don't know anything about Virtuos and general production speed, but I know Bethesda don't generally rush at these things. They get on with it, but I try not to rush them. Yeah, horseback and alchemy, not the best combination, I don't think. I watched one of Gopher's videos earlier, talking about some of his top picks for mods already. Mostly small quality of life things. I'm surprised faster horses wasn't on there, actually. Something I have been considering. So that must be a cave, a Firelight Cave. Oh, that's cool though. And there's a cave there, which I don't know anything about. Let's hop off and have a gander at it. It's not marked on the map. Oh, it's another little Firelight Cave. Okay, there's two. Well, I'm not going to tackle that right now. I do want to head towards Kvatch and tackle some other stuff. Because we currently have Daedric armor as a summonable option from the new Remastered Edition quests. Ooh, cool bridge.
Is that the best you can do?
No, but we're about to find out what it is.
You'll never take me down.
You care to phrase that in the form of a wager?
This ends here. Oh, what's the matter? Is the baby gonna cry?
No, I think you are. Ooh. Well, you know, all you're really doing is improving my armor skills, so that's fine. I have to put it that way, isn't it? What are you packing then? Silver battle axe. Weighs 41, worth 125. Mithril boots, just about worth carrying. Leather shield is not. Leather cuirass, maybe. I'll just ditch it if it turns out to be a pain. I think the Daedra one affects charisma negatively. I hadn't noticed, but I haven't worn it. I've got that in my back pocket if I need it, but my plan actually, MB, is to do just that. Go and get that, oh, hello, cool Elven Ruin. Just go and get that nice armour. It kind of suits my style a bit more. Server camp. What's that? Horses. I don't see a camp. Oh, there it is. Oh, nice work, buddy. See what she's got. An Elven Warhammer. Another Greaves. Mithril Boots. Shimmo Cuirass. Yeah, well, I'll have all of this. You're not going to loot her, I sure sodding will. I feel like my sensitivity might be a little bit high. I see you there, kitty cat, sticking your claws out. It's a bit high. About 35 across the board here. A bit whippy maybe, but I think that's a bit better. You guys not getting to any bouncing? Just I have to keep an eye on that. Didn't look as smooth as I was hoping it would. So I could use magic if I so desire. But for now I'm alright. I'll take it. Take the lock, it's worth something. Doesn't look quite as smooth over there as I would like it to. It's still odd because it's perfectly smooth to me. Oh, respectably smooth anyway, considering the frame rate is a little on the low side. Odd loading hitch notwithstanding. The old castle up there. Is that Clutch? Probably is, yes. Looking for... there we go. Old priest and Kvatch losing his faith because of mysterious disappearances. Try and find him. He's not going to be far away. This is the other DLC armor I want to start by going looking for. Bloody strange kitty cat, you know that? Yeah. For you to,
Today you die. Ah! Ah!
Stop hitting my horse, you!
I'll hack you to pieces.
Gotcha. Okay. No real issues with you saved, that's good. May just be that the preview is not quite as smooth as it should be. It's not unheard of. Right, give me a minute, folks. Just give me 1 second, I just need to make a quick phone call back. Won't be a moment. Lucky I caught that one. Let's leave you with, well, there's game music and a BRB screen. I won't be a minute. Hello, hello, hello. Now back in the room. Sorry, had to take that one while I had the chance. Yeah, I did see a few things popping up there. Need to catch up. Need a kitty cam? Yes, that's on the maybe cards. It depends whether or not the aforementioned kitty cat wants to spend enough time in the same spot. If she does, then I might set that up. But if she's not going to sit in one place, then I can't chase her around with it, can I? So, yeah, that's a maybe. Name of the games being displayed. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I need to actually go through and update those videos anyway and put footage from newer, more recent games and stuff in there, which I meant to do a while back, but I didn't. So that's on the to-do list as well. So, yeah, sorry, those of you here a couple of weeks ago may recall on a Saturday night I got one of those phone calls that everybody gets in life and nobody ever wants to get. That being that my uncle was ill and in hospital. And, yes, unfortunately he passed away a little over a week ago, and the ensuing organisation is going on, so that's what that was about. So, yeah, anyway. I have to do some follow-up on that tomorrow, but it is way too late for doing that right now, and also I'm a little busy. So, yeah, that's stuff being dealt with. By the way. And I also had to wrestle a kitty cat whilst I was at it, who decided that she wanted to climb over my keyboard and all of this stuff, and I was like, this is a really bad time for you to be doing this. Because, of course she did. Thank you, folks. I'm going to leave that bear there and just crack on, I think. Cheers, no, so good. It was expected. It had been on the horizon for a while, and as these things are. Bellator's Folly. So there's probably an interesting story attached to that. I've forgotten this, but yeah, creatures, animals, and the like in this game are prone to following you a surprisingly long way. That's why that bear is still running after me. Yeah. Right, so we are looking for a depressed priest, aren't we? You know, I have absolutely no recollection of Kvatch.
Come on, run while there's still time. The guard still holds the road, but it's only a matter of time before they're overwhelmed.
Yeah, cheers, Steve. I'm doing all right. I imagine it'll be a rough day in a couple of weeks, but nonetheless, we'll have to deal with these things, don't we? Yes, today will be Revenge of the Fifth, indeed. He's got a leaf on his head. Run from what?
God's blood. You don't know, do you? Daedra overran Kvatch last night.
Oh,
there
dear.
were glowing portals outside the walls, gates to Oblivion itself. There was a huge creature, something out of a nightmare, came right over the walls, blasting fire that swarmed around it, killing.
Well then, the whole city can't be destroyed.
Go and see for yourself. Kvatch is a smoking ruin. We're all that's left. Do you understand me? Everyone else is dead.
Somehow, I think our craven little Ultima friend here may be exaggerating a little bit.
It was Savli and Matthias. Some of the other guards helped some of us escape. They cut their way out, right through the city gates. Savlian says they can hold the road. No, I don't believe him. Nothing can stop them. If you'd seen it, you'd know.
Lep, stop
Get out of
panicking.
here before it's too late. They'll be here any minute, I'm telling you. Run when you can.
How you doing, Kitty? You alright? Right, left, up, down. Don't know where that fella is. He's 40 yards in that direction, apparently, so...
Don't give up. You're not alone.
Need quick save. No, it's like 40 paces in that direction because this game's weird, isn't it? Come off me, horsey.
Just can't sleep. I lie down and close my eyes, but I can't stop thinking about it. I know what you're talking about.
A refugee camp edge. Ah, it looks like it might be our fellow. Ilav Dralgonir.
Hope is gone. The Imperial line is dead. The Covenant is broken. The enemy has won.
Covenant?
The Imperial line is dead. And the gods have forsaken us. Where is our blessing? Where is our protection? Where are our gods? The enemy triumphs, and we die alone.
May I suggest a dose of solve your own fucking problems instead of asking your imaginary friend to do it for you? Well, you guys don't know. You don't actually have a great deal of direct interaction with gods in this, do you? Do with Daedra, though, so yeah. I don't know. Anyway, enemy?
Lord Dagon is the enemy. He is the Prince of Destruction, and the Daedra are his servants.
You're speaking oddly
The chapel is
respectful of a
cast
demon.
down, and the faithful, my friends, all dead. The enemy has won, and we are destroyed.
What about Martin?
You mean the priest? I don't think he made it out of the city. Very few of us did.
You did?
Sadly,
How's that happen?
Matthias might know more. He's in charge of the city guard that are defending the camp.
Maybe about Sevelian
You'll
Mattis.
find him at the barricade at the top of the road. He's still trying to hold what's left of the guard together.
Pottering around and Oblivion the other day, just after restarting character, went to bed and game and woke up level 5. Hadn't realised he'd leveled up, have you not? Tell me about disappearances.
Divines are powerless to stop all these threats. Even as we speak,
The
people are
bean sugar.
disappearing near Anvil, and I foresee a terrible threat. One even the gods should fear. You are a noble soul and a follower of the Nine. I am more
Allah
than
be
a humble
praised.
priest and represent an order that stood for Akatosh for centuries. I feel these disappearances are an insult to Akatosh's commands. Will you investigate the ruins of Beldeburo and help us?
Yes, but there's nothing more I can add to that, apparently. Sugar biscuits. That sounds like... I don't know what that sounds like. Either really good, really bad, or really strange. Possibly all of the above. Daedra very real, just less directly involved. Well, yeah, also, if nobody's seen one, though, I'll stick them in the same bag as, you know, mermaids, unicorns. Well, we do see unicorns, maybe not unicorns, but mermaids. We know there are dragons as well, but, you know, at this point, nobody did it. Whereas Daedra, on the other hand, we see them directly quite frequently, so...
Good day.
Right, so where's this place he wants me to investigate? All the way out there? Well, bloody hell. Frickin' bear followed me all the way here. I best deal with it quite promptly. Please tell me you lot are not aggroed on attacking me. No, you're not. Good. Somebody summoned an imp. Right. So we'll come back and deal with Kvatch in a bit. Once I've dealt with our little side quest here and have a better set of armour. Just exploring and suddenly hit level 5. Yeah, it can happen if you're not paying attention to the pop-ups. Sheet cabinet. Yeah, it's somewhat like that, only considerably more problematic, if I remember correctly. I'm not going to stop to chat to this guy. And by chat, I mean introduce him to the pointy end of my sword. Got Shaw in. I'll let him deal with it. You realise moon sugar is what they make skooma out of. Although moon sugar biscuits do sound like a thing. I don't remember Kvatch, but I do vaguely remember Anvil. Just interesting. Ooh, Blacky's giving me some jip today. What's this? Ran across in. Doesn't hurt to put that on the map. And just past here is where I want to. Little detour, I think. We go around the mountain, possibly there. Clop. Yes, I'm running a mod that kind of clears up the graphics a little bit. It's a reshade reset that just tweaks the look of it a little bit, just to clean things up a bit. And I think it works quite nicely. It just makes the whole thing a lot more clean and clear and sharp. Get back here. Healing's cheating. Or it is for you, anyway. Leave my horse alone! Murder dogs. Bad wolves. Oh, and I have got a level, which is blessing and a curse if ever there was one. The love of... You could actually hit the wolves instead of... No, my horse! No! Well, it's not my horse technically, but... It's full of arrows apparently. I don't know who's been shooting it, but... Bloody wolves! Skimmers for tourists. Want to be all tourists in one way or another, or something. The body of the wizard has disappeared. Conjurer. No, there it is, just stood down there. Elven dagger. Where's my mouse? There it is. I'll have that. Okay. Didn't really give me a great... People have disappeared and I have to investigate an elven ruin. That was a bit vague. Nothing looks suspicious outside. I should check inside. The horse name won't be annoying anyone. No, the slow walk across Tamriel might though. the zombies. Oof. Used to slow walk to over time round. Yeah. It's an inevitability when you play a Bethesda game. Slow walking. So I've leveled up my alteration, but as to whether or not I'm actually going to use it, we'll see how I feel. Well, I'm not frustrated by the lockpicking. I will continue to lockpick. When it annoys me, I'll probably stop. Dyslexic zombies eat Brian's. Yeah, I have heard this. And I've got a bit of a rhythm for that now. Skeleton hero, that's not ideal. 2 skeleton heroes, that's definitely not ideal. So one of the things I'm deliberating is whether or not to add some extra mods into rotation, specifically one that makes the difficulties a little bit more viable, and so that I can like turn it up without it being stupid. I mean, ooh, Elven Battle Axe. And the other thing I'm debating is whether or not to use a mod that sort of adjusts the leveling of unique drops and stuff, so quest rewards and stuff. Jesus, how heavy is that? Frickin' pretty heavy. Because, yeah, I mean, it's possible Bethesda stroke Virtuos will come along afterwards and tweak the difficulty stuff. There's a lot of feedback on that, so I imagine they are planning to do that. Which is one of the reasons I'm kind of holding off on that. Silver Battle Axe is only worth 125. I'm going to drop that as well. It doesn't do as much damage as my sword does for some weird reason. I am curious about this. Hang on. So it claims that does 9, and the Silver Battle Axe supposedly does 4. Doesn't make a great deal of sense, really. Oh, it's a two-handed blunt weapon. That's why, because it counts as a blunt weapon. Again, still doesn't make any bloody sense that an axe would count as a blunt weapon. When you click through the lockpick skill, it's a bit less frustrating. Yes, definitely. Puns entirely intended. Got an elven bow, which I definitely want. Probably will end up dropping the silver one eventually, but hey, for now. Can't be walking around over encumbered because I don't have a horse to assist with that. Let's keep a silver weapon. Do I have a silver sword? I thought I did have a silver sword. You can also use magic weapons and stuff, and I have chill rend, so there we go. It's not my weapon of choice, but I still have one. Now we're supposed to take out the zombie if he's still coming at me and he's got no head. What zombies weren't supposed to be able to come at you when they had no head. I don't know how he made a moaning roar as he died either, seeing as he's got no head with which to moan. Children, I think, is cooler in Skyrim in general because it arrives later, so the stats are better. Whereas they are not the best here. The stats. Don't know what that did, but it did something, I think. Heard a clonk. One of you guys could drop an elven longsword, I'd be quite grateful, you know. Dwarven bow. I've got silver arrows as well. And now I've got too much shite. Got here that weighs a bit and isn't really worth it. Still cucumber, allegedly. When the elven dagger does more damage than the warhammer. I mean, I know it's by skills and stuff, but it still doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Any crap back here that I can get rid of? Let's use mortar and pestle and see if I can't. That's okay, I think that's alright. That's a phrased place, is it? Yeah, I do vaguely remember it, but... Get that wall, then I can actually hit you properly. Ooh, he got me, and actually did a decent amount of damage. He's got an elven battle axe and all. Yeah, there's got to be something worth dropping. Silver bow for starters, I think. Yeah, I suspect silver arrows are probably more relevant than silver bow in that case. So let's... His burden is 50. Do I have a better one? I do not. Do I have a slot for this? Yes, I do. There's definitely got to be something that's... What was the weight on those things? The Olympics not worth having, that's for sure. Not that weight. There's a calcinator, really. I'll have to keep the spare retort. Yeah, with suspenders. Doesn't feel very fantasy, but at the same time, I feel like it should feel very fantasy. Was there a bed up there that I saw? Did I hallucinate that? I did see one up here, didn't I? Well, that does stand to reason. The presence of enemies does not really. Yeah, I've got an enchanted one in me. Just in case. Love of. Always 9's worth 90. Weighs a lot. Well, it doesn't weigh that much. These weigh a lot. They're worth so bloody much. Kinda can't justify not having them. Let's get rid of all of that. Does that help? Yes, it does. That I'm gonna have to. Wolkenstones is relatively heavy as well. See, it's telling me that somebody powerful magic prevented me from going further. I should tell my findings to love. Okay. Still want to know where there's an enemy. Oh, that way apparently. I would guess. Come back to that in a moment. Oh shit. Nice. A kleptomaniac thief character in Skyrim kept everything she stole. Houses full of random junk she just dropped on the floor. Never returned the skulls and key. Head of some mates known as the Prime Minister. Nah, that's more like a spineless backstabbing zombie, really. Spineless backstabbing opportunist might be another way of putting it. Some crazy reason. Don't have heal minor wounds there. It's not doing a lot, but it's a free kind of nudge on with my health. It's not such a bad thing. I don't know what that did. I think there's a... Didn't go this way, did I? Dwarven longsword. That'd be an upgrade. Probably. Probably. 9 versus 11. Yes. Might have to drop that. It's 21 to 90. I don't think that's really worth it anymore. Rip, my friend. I'm still even encumbered, apparently. Uh, 14 to 155. Civil War hammer's going. Take that. Right. Yeah, that's the one. No. Well, Matlax would take that, but I won't be able to carry the bloody thing. Okay, that works better because it's worth a bit more. There's a looking stone up there I don't think I can hit. I could shoot it down with a bow like I used to in the good old days, but it seems like a lot of effort for something I'm going to sell for not very much money. Athletics has gone up, nice. Okay. Right, we're out. And I think, in the interest of this not taking all bleeding day, we'll bounce to Skingrad. Go and sell some stuff. Well, this time, I'm supposed to be selling much at all. We'll go and have a nap in Mage's Guild, I think. Fighter skill might be better, but I don't know if I'll have to go through quite so many doors for that. Let's try that.
Well met.
You're right down there, wee man. Oh, I'm standing on a step. Strange weapons overshadowed by a legendary crafting system. Never found a weapon better than you could craft. Yeah, by the time you can enchant and maxate your smithing, you can always make better weapons with a few unique exceptions. A couple of the uniques were interesting enough in their own way, but not many. Generally speaking, you're better off making your own. Today you wake up full of energy and ideas, and you know somehow that overnight everything has changed. What a difference a day makes. Here I've got a dwarven helmet, which looks freaking ridiculous. Maxed out my strength. So, gonna push my endurance up. And buff my personality as much as I can as well. And then after that, we'll move on to stamina regen. Or stamina and stamina regen. Because one of these will max out on the next level as well. Oblivion traders.
Good day.
Let's see what you got.
Can I interest you
What
in
I can
some
get
of
rid
my
of
wares?
on you anyway. Anything good? He doesn't have anything good. Wasn't really expecting much, to be honest, though. Dwarven bow. Dwarven battle axe. Now my cash is going to start climbing more rapidly. That better stuff is dropping that's worth more.
You've made a good bit of gold.
You are not wrong. Okay.
You drive a hard but
Cool. Right, I think we're okay there.
thanks for your business. Farewell.
Alright. Now, let's see what potions I can make. Restore intelligence. Fatigue. Restore fatigue. Yeah, there was still fatigue stuff? No, so. Alright. Progress. Intelligence, damage fatigue. of restore fatigue, supposedly. Still. We've got a lot of damage fatigue stuff, I think. Cool. Anything else I want to do? Restores health. Anything else restore health? Nope. Probably good there for now.
Well met.
How did it go, alright?
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Right. Potions. Cure disease, cure paralysis, this cure poison, fortitude. Go. Potions of healing, restore fatigue.
You got a great deal there.
Potion of healing that can go. Damage fatigue. Cool. Let's shed a few pounds of weight. I'm still carrying a lot.
A pleasure to serve you.
But I'm now maxed out on how much I can carry anyway, so. Still hooked on V-Rising. That seems fair enough to me. I hear it's doing quite well on the old Steam charts at the moment. V-Rising. Which is nice to hear. Good game, actually. Especially if you've got people to play it with.
Not so loud, please. I've had about enough of Sir Lazar. He thinks he's so much better than everyone else. Only quality
Nights for
goods
you.
for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Nothing there. Orcish cuirass. Heavy armor. Always 45 gives me 10 resistance. With only one more. Dwarven helmet? Nah, there's no point at this stage. I'm going to replace it all soon enough anyway.
Bye. I hope I can. Let's see
Repairs
what we
to
got
need.
here.
Enough to make it worth it. 300, jeez.
Goodbye.
I'll go back now. Right, let's bounce to Kvatch. And continue our journey. One thing I didn't mind with Skyrim's
Don't forget.
Skyrim's survival mode.
Kvatch was rebuilt from ruins once before, and she'll do it again.
Interesting. Yeah, Skyrim survival mode. I didn't mind having to ride my horse everywhere too much. I feel like it might be a bit different in this game without mods. It does look bad, but I don't see any sign of Kvatch at all. And I'm feeling I saw it on the road
Why
up
have
there.
our gods forsaken us?
Powerful magic stopping me progressing.
Akatosh's grace. What you describe is a time wound. A few years ago, an Elder Scroll was stolen from my order. Only this relic would be powerful enough to pervert the laws of Mundus to this extent. You must retrieve it at all costs, hero. The time wound
No pressure.
has not fully opened yet. I will give you the Order's blessing. This should allow you to breach the barrier, but the rest is up to you. Be wary, hero. Whoever is behind this will be a force to be
I sense a disturbance in the Force.
Good day.
Be wary, hero. Whoever's decided that behind this will be a force to be reckoned with. Good day to you. So, back to Bel de Burro. Wherein I will perform a ritual to raise my horse from the dead. No. But I will have to go and explain to Priya, what's his name, why his horse was killed by wolves while I was exploring. Yeah, I forgot the bloody Nvidia app balking out again because it's a piece of shit. That also means no screenshot, or my usual screenshot approach is not available. I have to use Steam's approach. The reason I use third-party software, apart from it has a number of other features, is because I don't always play scene games, and it means all my screenshots should go to the same place this way. Because the reality is that's a little different. And look at cause a dragon break. I don't think I'd know if I did cause one, but it does sound like a thing to be avoided. Here we go. Your love's blessing allowed me to get past the magic that blocked me. Time to face whoever is messing with time itself. I get in here and he's come back from the future and he's packing an AK. Person is dangerous, yeah. Armoured up and packing an AK. Would cause issues, wouldn't it? Ooh, you sneaky feck. Silver mace and steel shield. Shield's more worth it than the mace. Take the mace for now as well, but if I get over encumbered. Breaking the very fabric of time and reality and stuff. Yeah, I'll give it a go. Somehow I don't think I'm the one I've got to worry about there. I got skewered. This sword does not look very sharp. like quite a cool scene. I wanted to take pictures. I've started doing that by once I get it onto the slow movement of the pin, I'm counting time for each of the bounces of the tumbler or the kick or whatever you want to look at it. It's like count it through, and then I can hit the button right. Brilliant skeleton hero, huh? That's what I want. Looks like you're going to be my weapon of choice here, but, oh, I see, you're Carillion, eh? Oh, he's doing quite, somebody's doing quite a lot of damage to me. Got me, huh? Yeah, keep summoning skellies, eh? Okay, that's where you want it. The silver mace does slightly less damage, okay. There we go. Whew. What's he got on him? A key, an Elder Scroll. Nice. Took the Elder Scroll from the leash. That's the thing that I always get. I always hear people pronouncing this as lich. I'm like, that's not... No. Just no. It's leash. Just as in that you don't walk a dog with one of those, you walk a dog with a lead. No, one of these sounds intimidating, the other sounds pathetic. Anyway, rant over. It must keep it with me at all times and bring it back to as soon as possible. Stuff of weakness, strength, speed on target, and burden as well. And his diary might make for an interesting read. We'll find out. That was excruciating. Passing one's soul through a phylactery is definitely unpleasant, but the pain is now a distant memory, as with most of the other basic mortal needs and senses. I'm so much more now, so powerful. Fools who believe themselves powerful have no idea of the magnitude of the spells I can use now. Destruction being natural for me as breathing was back then, I will focus on unraveling the mysteries of illusion and alteration. An eternity of power awaits me, wonders will be mine for the taking. There's 650 and then 900. Is that a year or just an entry? Entry in it. I've never felt better. Felt? Maybe the term is wrong for being such as myself. Maybe I should find new words to describe my state of existence. Wonder how the divines think about themselves. They're the closest thing to me, after all. I'm having trouble finding enough test subject for my different spells. Apparently the authorities have been warned something's going on. Time to move to another place. Well, the Burrow is a new base of operation. Genius Xion again. While travelling there, why bother kidnapping people? On the road, I found several apprentices that dabble in necromancy and dream to reach the same state I am in one day. No, we won't allow it, of course not, but they are useful and eager. Sometimes I wonder if I was as naive when I can't remember what I was now. How weird. But then we know so many things now, it's expected to forget minor things. Something's wrong. I feel my mind drifting. One of my dear minions dared to question me today after spending a few hours looking toward the phylactery. Their skeleton isn't so talkative anymore, are they? Though I do wonder. I've been losing track of my thoughts lately, and then again, we have the mind of a divine. Is it not normal for mere mortals to wander at our concentration? Wonder at our concentration, even. This is bad. I must focus to remind myself of my name, of what I am. I left Belderbury to look for another lich. The one I found was raving mad. Is it inevitable? I dispose of the poor thing, granting them a swift rest. I must find something. Eternity being crazy wasn't my plan, and we must find a way to restore my sanity. There's no cure, no cure, no cure. I must think. Magic is now my friendly pet. There must be something that can be done. I will research other forms of Lichdom, other ways to stay myself. I found a solution. Lichdom is an answer. Parting from one's soul has definite side effects, so we found it, an idea. Small minds of the Order of the Owl will probably know how to break the rules of their patron, so I will raid their precious enclave they think is hidden and find out how to open the portal to the past. I found something. They kept an Elder Scroll in their basement. They kept an Elder Scrolls. One or all. Reading it was difficult, even for someone such as us. We'll go back through time and prevent myself from becoming mad. Other forms of ascension are possible. I'm certain of it. We will be eternal. Ways with the novice ones, which make me wonder what's going to take to find a not novice one. Ooh, that's a lot. It's the first one I've broken today. Got it. Look in the bowl behind me. Oh, look, there's an expert calculator. Nice. Good catch. Door there, door there, door there. Let's see, doors over this way. Okay. Just keep hard locks to save your nerves. Theoretically, well, you know, Theoretically. One would expect to find the best stuff behind hard locks. Doesn't always work that way, of course, but... There's another door. There's a skeleton I already marked. I think I'm back near the start. Fuck that one. I've got my alteration up to being able to cast the average lock, unlock average, open average lock spell, but I don't have the spell yet. Means I can only use it to open the two lowest tiers at the moment. However, quicker to jump over here? Maybe. I forgot what I was going to say now. Hit empty, no thoughts. Yeah, I spent time over the weekend ranking up my alteration so that I could open high tier locks, and I can only open the lowest tier at the moment. Is not ideal. The lowest two tiers, and that's just easy to do manually. Well, almost as easy to do manually as it is using spells anyway. Right, back to Kvatch, and then we'll get shiny new armor, I believe. And then when we're done, maybe see what happens if we push on towards the town. Hopefully with some slightly better gear. Why my back is starting to protest the last day or two. Well, I'm thinking one potential reason anyway. Once I've completed this quest, then we'll go and sell some stuff and head in. And head into the town.
How could the Nine let this happen? Are they angry with us?
They don't give a fuck, that's how.
I felt it. The flow of time is now once more in accordance with Akatosh's rules. This is truly a heroic feat.
His
And I feel
skin
that
is
with your
really
help,
wrinkly, like
we
his
might
face look
prevail
old.
against the enemy.
But the
You
shape
are
and
a
the
true champion to the
tension in his
lines.
skin
You
makes
shall
him look
be
younger.
rewarded. You are hereby made a paladin of the hour, and shall receive weapons and gear befitting the hero of Akatosh.
Excellent. Give me
What do you
equipment. I would like a weapon,
Very
please.
well. Which category?
Blades.
Which type of blade weapon would you like?
Longsword.
Here's your item, paladin. Anything else?
Back.
Naturally.
Equipment.
What do you want?
Armor, please.
Very well. Which category?
Big chunky boy.
Which heavy armor piece would you like?
The barley lot of them.
Sure thing. Anything else?
I would like a donkey to carry this, please.
Naturally. Bye.
Right. So, my dwarven longsword currently does 12 damage. The shiny one that I just got for him, longsword of the other, does 13. Oh dear lord, you can do more damage yourself with that handguard than you could to an enemy. It's upside down. Not sure if I want to point the finger. I'll probably point the finger at Virtuos on this one, but flip that handguard the other way up so the point's towards the enemy, and then you don't stick yourself in the wrist with it. Anyway, let's see. Cuirass of the Order gives me 10 defense compared to 9. Gauntlet of the Order about 9 compared to my current 7. Greaves are 6 defense compared to 5 and a smidgen of resist fire. I will keep those for now. The helm I will use even if it wasn't better. Shield of the Order is 12 compared to 11. Cross gauntlets, greaves, boots are actually the same instantly, but then they'll match. No, the only other thing I do want to do cool. Nice. Okay. You are over encumbered. How over encumbered am I? Only a little bit. Okay, so let's feather that a bit. And get some stuff sold. Skingrad. Ooh. Did I? Yeah, I just did. I forgot what the cat was attacking earlier. It might have been either a tube of summit, or possibly my old broken glasses, or possibly the end of a cable, but I'm not quite sure which. 230. Nice. Yep, it's terrible. I mean, it's quite pretty. It's way too thick, so it'd be way too heavy, which would just make the point really light, but make the rest of it relatively unwieldy. The whole thing overall. With it being backwards, the points pointing back onto your wrists are just going to, every time you try and flex and move, you're just going to stick into your arm. This is not the way.
It's you. Hi.
Good to see you.
Now, I know for a fact
Welcome to Cologne.
that Bethesda have at least one person who is a fan of HEMA on staff, at least that I know of. So, if they don't draw upon this particular resource for TES 6, I shall be most disappointed in them.
That seems a fair price. A fine transaction. That's a good deal. That seems a fair price. You got a great deal there.
Just the weight decrease. To get rid of those, but the fire resistance is going to be useful fairly soon, I think.
That seems a fair price.
Mercantile mastery increased. If I sell any object to any vendor, even when they're not normally dealing that type of wares, they may offer me better items too. Ooh, very nice.
You've made a good bit of gold.
I think, yeah.
You got a great deal there. That seems a fair price. That's a good deal.
I think we're doing okay there. Yeah, I thought these didn't have any value to them, except as
Tell your friends about
items to be used.
Good day.
HEMA is historical European martial arts now. So the actual practice of using the weapons that feature in this game, and weapons like them. With the notable exception of the katanas, anyway. In short, they have people on staff who know a thing or two about how to actually use kind of weapons that are going to figure in the game. It would be a sad thing if they chose not to use that resource. Holden.
Cameron usurper burned Kvatch too. Kvatch was rebuilt from ruins once before, and she'll do it again.
Sigrid.
Just tired.
Look. Right. Let's save when I remember how to do that. Right, and into something that I remember nothing about because I don't remember, as opposed to the last thing, which I just hadn't done before. So pretty, though. I mean, this is the thing, the art style keeps enough of old Oblivion that it doesn't look like a hyper-modern new game, despite all of the upgrades. It looks like an old Elder Scrolls game that has been updated. It's kind of done a great job of having their cake and eating it, I think. In my humble view, anyway. Nick belongs to the Reenactment Society. Yeah, he'll probably have a pretty good idea of what he's doing then. Now then, we are getting spooky as shit. This might be about to get a bit more...
Am I supposed to be impressed?
I'm just warming up. You pathetic worm!
Do your worst.
Take that! Stand back, civilian. This is no place for you. Get back to the encampment at once.
Why don't you take a little moment to have a look at what I'm wearing, Sunshine? I think, I'm not wearing hockey pads. What happened here?
We lost the damn city. That's what happened.
Daedra.
Too much. Too fast. We were overwhelmed. Couldn't even get everyone out. There are still people trapped in there. Some made it to the chapel, but others were just run down in the streets. The Count and his men are still holed up in the castle. And now we can't even get back into the city to help them. With that damned Oblivion gate blocking the way.
Well, I guess I'm going to open up a can of whoop ass, aren't
We
I?
can do. We'll try to hold our ground, that's what. If we can't hold this barricade, those beasts could march right down and overrun the encampment. I have to try and protect the few civilians that are left. It's all I can do now.
Sooner or later, you're going to fall doing that. Let's adjust my... Now, I'm not going to be able to adjust my posture like that. My slippers on, anyway. Hang on. Not enough room for that. Yeah, holding the line is all well and good, but against an endless wave, yeah, sooner or later they will be overrun. You need to be a bit more proactive if you want to have any chance of success. Help, Kvatch, Martin, Oblivion Gate. Kvatch.
My home! My goddamn home in flames! It kills me that I can't get in there and do something! We couldn't have been any less prepared for this. Seems like they came out of nowhere. There were just so many of them. If only I had a way to strike back at the enemy. But we can't leave the barricade until that Oblivion gate is closed.
Tell me about the Oblivion Gate.
Some kind of portal to Oblivion. The enemy used them to attack the city. They appeared outside the walls and Daedra poured out. They've opened one right in front of the city gates. Until that gate is closed, the best I can do is try to hold these barricades.
Still tip to his face once nice. Oh, Jesus, nasty. Somebody fucked up bad there at that point, because that shouldn't happen. Bruises and stuff, yeah. But if you reenact and you're doing that to each other, you fucked it. 'Cause that's not a blunt weapon doing 19 stitches of damage to somebody. That's a bit of a way too pointy weapon. You know, that's a weapon made relatively safe, I mean. Obviously, a big heavy mace or poleaxe or something, even if you don't sharpen it, it's still going to do a heck ton of damage if you get walloped with it. But still, yeah. It's not what you want. Right, anyway. Know anything about Martin?
You mean the priest? Last I saw him, he was leading a group towards the chapel of Akatosh. If he's lucky, he's trapped in there with the rest of them, at least safe for the moment. If he's not...
I wonder whether or not the holy ground might help.
You
What
want
can I
to
do to help?
You're kidding, right? If you're serious, maybe I can put you to use. It'll likely mean your death, though.
Doesn't seem to
Are
have too
you
many
sure?
qualms about that. No, I'll pass, I'm off. Sure.
I don't know how to close this gate, but it must be possible, because the enemy closed the ones they opened during the initial attack.
I
You
see.
can see the marks on the ground where they were, with the great gate right in the middle. I sent men into the gate to see if they could find a way to shut it. They haven't come back. If you can get in there, find out what happened to them. If they're alive, help them finish the job. If not, see what you can do on your own. The best I can say is good luck. If you make it back alive, we'll be waiting for you.
Well, I guess we're about to find out what the hell happened then. I'm gonna try to anyway. Assume that's supposed to be the Great Gate, is it? With the ruins of the other ones around? wrong button. Gotta get a screenshot of that, right? To Oblivion and beyond! You can't go to the gate, you say? You sure? That looks like the gate's Kvatch to me. I just got to by jumping straight through the gate to Oblivion. That's a small gate, the great gate's much bigger. Okay, makes sense. Doesn't seem to be stopping me progressing though. Not a proper show if someone isn't carried off the field by the end of it. Yeah, exactly. Now, not sure I would agree with that assessment, to be honest. I'm pretty sure the health and safety executive wouldn't. Right. Making the siege of Kvatch it is then. Well, looks like a very dead end.
Thank the Nine. I never thought I'd see another friendly face. The others taken. They were taken to the tower.
What's going on?
Captain Matthias sent us in to try and close the gate. We were ambushed, trapped, and picked off. I managed to escape, but the others are strewn across the bridge. They took Minion off to the big tower. You've got to save him. I'm getting out of here.
Save my friend! I'm going to leg it! Fine. Captain Matthias needs your help.
Captain is still holding the barricade? I figured I was the last one left alive. All right. I'll try to get out of here and let the captain know what's going on.
Asshole. What level am I? 14. So see how we do, I guess, because what I hear, the advice is do this before you get to level 10, which clearly I have not done. So, there we go. Somebody's having a bad day over there. Interesting. Okay, I learned a thing there. I don't think I have enough health potions. Potions of resist fire. Yeah. Have you seen what they did to the Spriggans? Because they are packing as well these days. In this game, anyway. Yeah, that's gonna singe a bit, I think, if you try that. Did it on level 4. Yeah, 10 levels higher. I suspect I'm in for a slightly tougher fight. Fleshy pod. Wheel, Shield of Storms. Ooh. weighs a lot, so it may not be getting kept. Defense 4 versus 12. I don't think I'll be using that. I don't know if I'm supposed to be going this way, or I'm just exploring off in alternate directions to the one suggested, but leave that track up there and another one over there. Fighting clan fears, it seems the advice is not to do what Kenobi would do. It's the high ground is not your friend. Cheers, Cal. Asbestos. I'm going to say that's a fast route to cancer of the penis, that, Steve, which I think is to be avoided, shall we say. I mean, it's not something you want in any part of the body, but... I'd say it's even less desirable in that area. So I don't know if that big old gate down there can be opened or not, but... Ooh. Trying to send me around, I think. Hang on. That looks like a Dremora with a bow. How about the minion of hell? Come on. Daedra heart. Tomorrow, field arrow and light bow. Take all of the above. So worth 1, does 2 damage. Same as everything else I've got. But worth less. So I might as well drop that. Given the weight situation. We're going to have to amputate to save your life. Yeah, exactly. On the list of conversations you don't want to have. Also, wrong button. Am I playing Oblivion or am I playing Doom here? Because it looks really like it could be either. Knock, knock, motherfucker! Ooh, that looks... That looks like cancer of the penis probably feels. I get people's complaints about this. Like, I should be able to get my shield up quicker than that. Regarding, you know, the feel of the combat. Is that where I came in? Yeah, right, okay. Door to the rending halls. Okay, what else have we got? Another door to the rending halls. No, door number 1 it is then. Free. Yeah. Oh, this looks like a big lad. Or a Kinreeve. Two at once is challenging. It's better. Also, not being able to see is challenging in a whole other way. Got Daedra Heart, don't matter if I do. Shield. Tremora Longsword. Okay, Ring of Nihilism, resist magic. Wouldn't mind that either. What about the other guy? Shield seems like a better prospect to carry. Yeah, I thought I might be able to comment. Alright. How's this compared to the one I've currently got? Longsword of Order, which I can check details on with H. Okay. 13 compared to 12. So the one I've got is slightly better. Okay. Probably still going to drop that then. How's the shield compare? Ring of Nihilism. Let's equip that. 12 compared to my current one, which is also 12. Okay, so well, at least they're worth good money though. Dingy as hell down here. Yeah, it's not the price that's the problem there, really. No, it's more the fact it's not quite as optional as you'd like. Your personality is being drained, is it? It's alright, I didn't have a very good one to begin with. Still better than his, though. There you go. Tenants of Deception, personality and luck drained. Ooh. I'll have that. Slight problem of carry weight now, though. That can go away, though, because that's heavy and not really worth it, I think. Personality and luck. I mean, there's not much point, really, in those particular effects. This is definitely a sell it type of a deal, not a keep it. Blood fountain, what does that do? Oh, it heals me. Nice. Not offended by that. Or to the blood feast. Wonderful. That seems like a place I don't want to go. There's a Citadel hall door. Okay. We've been pointed through there, so let's see what's in here, shall we? Yeah, I'm a break. Oh dear. Guessing this takes me back downstairs, doesn't it? Okay. Right. Reminds me a little bit of Scorn. Cross between Scorn and Doom. Dark Salvation, huh? That's a doubt. Dark, I believe. Salvation, not so much. Clan fears. There's clan fears. By being on a lower level than them, I can get underneath their head plates, which have higher armor resistance. Which probably wasn't the case in original Oblivion, because there were no hit zones. It was either a hit or a miss, and that was all you had. Ooh, lovely. I mean, that's one way to illuminate the place, by burning people. I don't like it, but it does technically work. Right. Plane of Oblivion. Citadel hall door. Needs a key that I do not have. Okay, so door number 1 it is then. Speaking of things being damaged. How are we doing? My trousers are not doing the best right now. Until it is done. Ooh, that looks very doomy. Well, you know, they are all drawing inspiration from the same basic place, concept.
In the cage, over here.
Hear you? I don't see you. Upstairs, I'm guessing.
You should not be here, mortal. Your blood is forfeit. Your flesh is mine.
I'm going to use your butthole as a scabbard.
Join my trophies, Nithing.
Bend over. More mace, not worth having. It's going to give a whole new definition to the term rip and tear.
In the cage! Over here!
Minion Gunnold.
Quickly, there's no time. You must get to the top of the large tower. The sigil keep, they call it. That's what keeps the Oblivion gate open. Find the sigil stone, remove it, and the gate will close. Hurry! The keeper has the key. You must get the key.
I'm good, I've got it.
Take the key, get to the sigil keep, and find the sigil stone. Don't worry about me.
I'll try and let you out, and you can at least strip that guy and take his stuff and have a chance of getting out. But apparently I can't, so... You attacked him before he could talk. I'm glad I got to hear what he had to say. It wasn't particularly interesting. The opportunity to offer to do violence upon his person, which is kind of the done thing, but... I can't see a damn thing. Now I can. I've hit a dead end. Wonderful. Glad I stopped and checked there. Good. Alright, that's the door I needed a key for. Up and up we go. Severing. Drains magicka, huh? Oblivion's Curse. Weakness to fire and fire damage. That's pretty cool. Getting good shit out of this. Getting over encumbered out of this. Right. Interestingly, this one, despite having generally better effects, is actually worth less. Well, more useful effects to me, anyway. To be honest, I might dump those and grab them on the way out. Grab a new set from that dude on the way out. That might be the play. Are they doing fire damage to me? I think it's the play. Climb vehicles weigh quite a lot, but they can also cure disease. I might have to see if I can do a quick bit of potion making. Just coming in, damage fatigue. I got some more damage fatigue somewhere, I'm sure. Yes. How are we doing on the restore health? Daedra hearts, cool. We got some poisons there. Alchemy mastery increased. Apprentice. Recognize an additional alchemical property. Ooh. For now. Should hopefully save me a little bit of carry weight. Forgot I was standing right in front of that. Used to fire and fire damage. That's the kind of combo you want, really, isn't it? Make them more and more vulnerable to what you intend to do to them as you're doing it. However, these guys are already somewhat resistant to fire, so... I feel like I should... That was worth it. Way more worth it going the other way, though. Even that that guy had just an average sword, and the other way had the magic one. Early start, enemy. No, hope it's a decent day. Take it easy and all that. Thank you for hanging out. What I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wail on you. Some good shit there. Yeah, that was definitely worth it. Guess this will be the route to the top then. Oof. Until it is done. I do feel like they're happy to press a button to activate. That's a bit weird. What's that? Punished. Ew. Squeak, squeak. Yeah. Let's see. Well, like that's what I should be saying to you, since I did promise you a last friend I was going to use them as a fleshy scabbard. Welcome back, Cal. So I'm surprised that guy lasted as long as it did, but... Ooh. That might be a little bit outnumbered there. Yeah, you deal with that guy, and I'll take on this big, chunky mofo. Chop, chop. I really want to take his sword. Which the shield weighs less than his sword, but yeah. It's going to encumber me, isn't it? Eyeballs fell, huh? Cool. Up we go then. Ooh, my eyeballs. Yeah, I feel like you should just be able to step on it and have it activate when you do step on it. No, it just feels like I jumped through that Oblivion gate, and instead of passing through, I found myself on the other side, able to walk straight up to the gate of Clutch. Which, you know, why? Sigil Stone! We're not going to sit here and try and farm it up here. One ascended. Sigil Stone. Mind you, I don't know if that actually works here or not. I hope I'm going to get ejected from the Oblivion gate before it closes. Otherwise, I'm in for a rough eternity. Crystal updated. Breaking the seas of Kavach. Close the gate by toking the Sigil Stone. Anchors it within Oblivion. Should talk to Savlian Matthias. I should tell them the way to Kavach is open. Like I say, I could just jump straight through this previously, so I don't really see what the problem was. The gates closed, collapsed, and I've just emerged from the ruins, looking badass AF.
I'm just lucky to be alive.
You closed the gate. I knew you could do it. This is our chance to launch a counterattack. I
don't feel like he didn't.
You've got far more combat experience than these men. Are you able to join us now? I can wait, but not for long. We've got to move quickly before they have a chance to barricade the city gate.
Yeah, let's do it. Actually, you know what?
The longer we wait, the smaller our window of opportunity. Get ready, and do it quickly. We've got to move soon. Be quick about it. This is our...
I'm going to seize the opportunity and go and flog the stuff that I just picked up. Yeah, you walked through the gate and the guards said they couldn't get past. Exactly. So it's jumping at it should have just transported me straight to Oblivion instead of having to press a button. Which it probably would have done with a more recent game, but...
Yes?
Sold some of the stuff that I'm lugging around.
Morning.
A pleasure to... Marie Paliella is quite a hard worker. She's in the chapel day and night, tending to the sick and injured.
To know.
Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Children of the Sky for $8.98. Gold, that's a lot. For Tim's. Oh, he does have repair hammers though. Not on this build. So there's no point in having these on this particular build, I don't think. Livion's Caress. Weakness, that's the one I want. Penance of Deception, which is listed as doing more. 30% weakness, and only does 1 point of damage, fire damage, so that's why. And that's a loss of 1 point of damage overall. But it makes you vulnerable to fire, so presumably increasing the amount I would do. I think I will keep it, because I think that's actually going to be technically a little bit of an upgrade, but not much. This one drains luck and personality, which I don't think is worth having, to be honest. Evening, eh? Meanwhile, I've got a bunch of shields to sell. Oh, I've got a level. Another level. And an additional Ring of Nihilism, both of which do the same thing. And this is also good, but not worth having, I don't think. Would like to sell that, unless I can have 2 of them equipped, which I don't know if I can.
You too.
So I can equip 2 rings. Probably because it's the same effect, I'm guessing.
Day. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Anybody else know if that's the case? The reason I can't put 2 of these on is because they're the same. I'm guessing that's the case, but...
An excellent bargain.
Well, I don't have a great deal of options.
That's a fair deal. That's more than I'd usually. That's a fair deal.
Yeah, it's definitely not any use to me, is it?
That seems a fair price. A good price
for a good customer. Thank you for your
Good thinking,
patronage.
right?
Be
I'll equip
seeing
them
you.
both and see what happens. Yeah, I guess having both.
Well met. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? Thank you.
Ah, all
Come
goods are
again.
quality goods, but are they good
Bye.
quality goods? That's the question. That's also the question that got me thrown out of the shop and told not to come back.
Good day.
Hello, strange woman. Repair
If I
my
can't
shit,
fix
please.
It ain't broke. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Fuck all you have, honey. Fuck all you have. That is actually kind of appealing, especially now I've got 24. Fortify blade, well, drain your tin, no. Fortify blade is nice, but it's not by enough to warrant taking the hit in all the other areas.
Farewell.
Gonna have another quick nap in here. Level up, and then we'll bounce on. Don't know how much harder this next area is going to get if I level up, but hey, whatever. Level 15. Today you suddenly realise the life you've been living, the punishment your body has taken. There are limits to what the body can do, and perhaps you've reached them. You wondered what it's like to grow old? Well, now you know. Oh dear. I think, did you mention this last time, Gary? Because, yeah. So, endurance, that's going to cap out. Personality, that's going to cap out. And I've still got 3 virtues left. If I remember rightly, I don't. I think willpower, buffs. I'm going to have to check. Hang on a second. Attributes, there we are. What we'll do, I don't particularly like this particular site, but magical regeneration and maximum fatigue. Maximum fatigue, but not as much, and fatigue regeneration rate, okay. Yep, so it is agility for fatigue regeneration rate and willpower for maximum fatigue. Okay. Order of the Hours and the opposing faction and Dark Brotherhood DLC for ESO. Interesting. Order of Knights dedicated to Exodus. Yes, I did gather that from their quest. You don't like the helmet, which is why you're not wearing it. But yeah, I'm wearing it for now. I've got the wrong legs on, but just because they have fire resistance and I'm fighting Dremora, and it seems like a good idea. Daedra of varying kinds. Willpower and agility are going to be the next two I'm going to want to bump. Power, agility, intelligence is... I forget what intelligence was now. No, bloody hell. Let me just double check that while we're here. Let's tab. Intelligence is maximum magicka. Okay, so we'll need some of that, I think. Alright. Willpower already. Agility and intelligence, I think I'll put points into next. Maybe a little bit in speed, but magic is kind of not my top priority, but it's going to be useful later on, I think. Eight gates to Oblivion, except there isn't, so. Yeah, I guess we travel here. Akatosh is an acronym in the sense also known as the Old Smog himself. Interesting. Well, as in the Old Dragon, which would track, I guess. Akatosh and dragons and stuff are all linked, aren't they? Right.
Are you ready? We need to move out soon while we still have a chance to strike.
Let's do it.
For Kvatch!
Thought it was supposed to be 4 candles, not 4 Kvatch. Just saying, lads, you could have just jumped straight through and you'd have been fine. Mind you, I can kind of understand why they wouldn't think to do that. It's an insane idea. They entered the ruined city of Kvatch with Savlian, Matthias and his men. We must clear the southern plaza before the survivors in the chapel can be rescued.
For Kvatch!
Servatli then. Ooh, Daedra, huh? Several Daedra. This did get more difficult. They do a lot of stamina damage when I block their hit. That guy's got an arrow in his head. Bloody hell, they managed to take down a Daedra themselves. Hard buggers. This guy did not survive, but I will take. I'd like his. Like a lot of his stuff actually. It's not worth much, but I do kind of like the idea of collecting his armor. I've helped them me take this on the plaza. Should talk to him about our next move. Okay. My next move's going to be, pop in a quick heal or two. One of their lads didn't make it, which is not terribly surprising under the circumstances. I feel like this is the church that I probably need to get to. And I also want to push further afield. Not taking any of that. Value to weight ratio ain't good enough right now. Kvatch has seen better days, and the top of the church has been smashed off. The guy just keeps fucking surviving, doesn't he?
We wiped the bastards out. It's safe to pull those people out of the chapel. Let's get in there and make sure they're all right. Come on. This is only the beginning of the battle for Kvatch. We can discuss the next phase once the civilians are safe.
Sounds good to me.
Report, soldier.
Sir, we're all that's left. Barrack Inian, myself, and these civilians.
That's it?
There's the subtitles, man.
There's no...
There were others, sir, but they refused to stay put. We tried to convince them it was dangerous, but they left anyway. I guess they didn't make it.
Very well. The area outside the chapel has been cleared, and these people need to be taken to safety.
But sir, I want to help fight.
You will, soldier.
No,
Once
you
they're
will.
secure, get back here immediately. We'll need every available blade, and there'll be plenty of fighting to go around.
Sir, yes, sir. Civilians, it's time to move out. Let's go.
That's and Brother Martin. Hold up. I'm gonna let him go because we've got slightly bigger fish to fry right now. Well, actually, in a sense, we don't, because he's part of the big picture, and everything else is decidedly not. But afflictions are banished. What's with Talos? Make a pilgrimage to the way Xion and Tyler Scepter and hopeful to receive a blessing at Tyler Scepter's holy altars. Fortified luck is not a terrible thing. Mara, can't get that one right now. Kinnereth, can't get that one right now. I can only get ones that I found the way shrine for. Okay, fair enough. Julianus. See what they. Oh, apparently I can have multiple. Intelligence and like. Oh, I can have multiple blessings, it would seem. Stendar. Okay. Debella. Debella loves you. Wonderful. What do I get for that? Personality. Massively helpful, but okay. Akatosh. Yeah, I will take that. Interesting. Right, next plan, buddy.
Just can't sleep. I lie down and close my eyes, but we've done it. I can't believe it. I didn't really think this would work. Maybe we do have a fighting chance.
You really do.
We're not done, not even close. This was only the first step. If this town is to be ours again, we'll need to get inside the castle. You've come this far with us. Will you go further? If we're truly going to succeed, I'll need much more of your help. I warn you, though, what we've seen so far is nothing compared to the battle that likely awaits us. Take a few moments to catch your breath.
Let's get damage and fix them all in the church. Yeah, I thought that might be the case, Gray.
We'll get underway. Can't stop.
Well, the Daedra was definitely trouble earlier, so we'll see how we handle this, but
I knew you'd be up to it. Our goal is the castle gate. We should be able to use this door to get out to the plaza in front of the castle gatehouse. You know the drill. Stick close and keep your eyes open.
Let's move out.
Thinking about it.
Okay. You deal with the scamp, I'll deal with this friend. Cut that dude down. Crowed armor, Daedra heart, not bother with the sword. I'll have everything else though. So then Matthias is down, huh? Or Matthias. I can say that. Well, I'm sure I'll be back up before long. It's the chapel. And that'll be the castle gate then. So I have several things I would like to have a crack at first. Let's do that. More up there are zapping at us, huh? We do have a slight technical problem.
We've got to make it to the...
How do we do that? Not through the front gate, I guess.
Damn it! This is no good. The gates are locked, and the only way to open them is from within the gatehouse.
That does make sense. Martin got out.
He should be around the camp somewhere. He was with the survivors we rescued from the Chapel of Akatosh.
And you neglected to mention it. Fortunately, I noticed, but still.
We can't open that gate from out here. The only mechanism for raising it is inside the gatehouse.
Oh, we'll have to go over the wall
The
then.
only way
Or
to
under
get
them.
into the gatehouse now would be through the passage at the North Guardhouse, but that's always kept locked. Hurry and find Barrage Inian. He should be back in the chapel, and should still have the key to the guardhouse. Once you've got it, get to the guardhouse, find the passage, and open that gate. Then we can get inside the castle and secure it.
Okay. Who's this lady? Other than badass. What's the name of the Lady Jennifer Hale voices in ESO?
We saw the smoke from the Gold Road while out on patrol. How can we help?
What can
We'll
follow
be right
me?
behind you.
Bunch of Daedra, beware.
I'm just waiting for Captain Mattias to give the order. Finally, a chance to fight back.
Martin?
Never forget him. He saved as many as he could that terrible night. If only they'd listened and stayed with us in the chapel.
Right, guardhouse key.
Yes, I have it. Why?
I need to get into the castle.
That's right. They managed to close the castle gates just before we were forced in here. I'm afraid you're in for a tough time, friend. The city's in bad shape, and it will be difficult to make it to the guardhouse by yourself.
Lyris, that's her.
I'd better go with you.
I knew her name
We'll
had something
have
to do
go
with the
through
fact she was
chapel
Xion.
Undercroft, and then through what's left of the city. If I don't make it, take the key and carry on without me. You'll need to reach the tower at the north wall of the city.
Okay. There is indeed. Yes, I can now hear Michael Gambon's voice saying her name in my head. Oh shit, son. Well, I can fight the Adrenats. I'd like to know who summoned them, and then I'd fight them. That will go a bit better.
Die, just warming up, you pathetic worm! For the Empire! This ends here! Let's get this over with.
This way, I'm guessing. Sure looks like it. The blessing's about to wear off. Oh well. Somewhat less useful given how short it is.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic. The best you can do! Let's get this over. Show me what you've got. This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
And the Antronax. Oof. Right, so where do I need to go now? Back that way, apparently. Allegedly back in the Chapel Underground. Okay. Why? Did what's his face end up dead or something else gone wrong? I have a feeling this could be the bug I've heard tell of. There we go, he's out. North wall, wasn't it? So, this way, I guess. There's a cross-section rack. Wonderful. Nice.
Mud crab's more fearsome than you. Do your worst.
Got him. Come on. Chop, chop, chop. Part of me would like to see some of this be a bit more challenging in places, for combat and stuff. Part of me is also like, it's not refined enough to really support that, I don't feel. Beric Xion has died. I need to get the guardhouse carefully and proceed on my own. I mean, I'd have tried to save him, but I also appear to have died. I got swarmed. Let's try this again. Well, oops. I feel like I might not have a lot of healing potions at the moment. I've got 2, and then I'll be on to strong potions of healing. So I don't have a lot then.
Perhaps more fearsome than you.
Snap down nice and pronto. Few more arrows into the action, that could be great, please. Oof. Sit back and let my health come back a minute. No, he died. Damn it. Well, it seems like he's going to keep dying. Oh well. Still going to let my health come back a little bit. Sweet ass time. Let's die down. Feel like the Imperial legionaries might be out of commission as well. Yeah, back here you wuss. Did wuss. Anything in here? No, not particularly anything that looks exciting. Trapdoor to the passageway. Well, I think that's where I need to be, isn't it? I did loot the key off his body, but seems to be suggesting otherwise. No, I definitely did. Here we go, it's just having a bit of a moment, apparently. It is that way, cool. I'll shift around here and see if we can find anything else. In and amongst the burning ruins, doesn't look like much. Okay, into the North Tower and then through to the gatehouse. Found the tunnel entrance, need to follow it to the gatehouse so I can raise the gates and let the guards into the courtyard. Me and the one guy who's still standing. That was easy. Okay, so we're inside the guard tower. We open the gate now. This helps Xion and his men defeat the monsters within.
Am I supposed to be impressed? I'm just warming up.
Got a lot of monsters. Let's just pause this a minute and get some repairs done while we're here. No, I can't. Can't even see what's occurring. And maybe a little bit trapped. Oof. So... Let's pop one of those, just in case I need it. And that, I think. Now we're going to swing and pray. It's not exactly going smoothly. And I am now dead. Well, I took a bunch of them with me. Invisibility might be handy. Tempting, yeah. So the bad guys are that way. Good guys are that way. Okay. Well, on what I can hit. That's a lot of bad guys, and I do not have the stuff to be dealing with this. Right. Right. What else can I use? My something barrel is broken. That is a lot of bad guys that I definitely cannot be dealing with in one go. No, I don't know. This is probably the situation where I have too many levels for what I'm trying to do at the moment. And as a result, it's over spawning enemies in. This is a known issue with the balancing of this thing. Right. Is there anything else I could use to attempt to improve this situation? Not really. For the love of God, hang on. Yeah, all scamps. Yeah, it'd be a lot easier if they were all scamps, that's for sure. There are no enemies nearby. That's why I came down here. Who the fuck's detected me? There's nobody here. One minute. Let's try the other end of the passageway and see if that works. Scamps do, yeah. There's a considerably higher challenge than ideal here. Fire shield and stuff, that might be worth doing. Nice eye. And give that a go, I suppose. Alright. Hmm. %10 fire resistance. Well, it's not. 30 seconds. It'll take more than that. It might be that I'm going to have to pull a fast one back out and come back to this later at a higher level, because I don't know if this is a fight I can win. Run around there, see if there's anything I can do to gain an advantage. Simply taking on as few of them at a time as I can. I need to run and heal. Slightly going a little bit better. That's my scamp. I did not mean to attack my scamp. I want my scamp to attack with me. Right, any more healing potions I've got on me? Let's see. Restore health, let's start. Shite, no, not really. Oh well. Well, now he's back up. Matthias over here is able to help me out. Ooh, we did it. Oh, I don't know how, but we did it. There's not much left, but got shield. Weak potions of healing. Yes, I need.
This area is clear. We've got to
Get inside and find the count. Oh. We did it. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. Well, strategy. That's how we did it. I'm going to say it's strategy, not, you know, a bit of cowardice. Weighs 9, worth 90. That's you're right. Value-wise, you're short. These 3 worth 45. That's worth having. Okay. Yeah, happy with that. Thank you. Take anything else off that guy. I was really hoping a few more of these folks might have some healing potions on them. Healing potions are not quite as abundant in this game as they are in Skyrim, it would seem. It's not at this stage, anyway. Yay. Do this at a low level and then you have to deal with that many large bad guys all at once. There's a bloody Daedra. Get up the stairs. So the flame Atronic. Come on, Killer Croc. I can't block the guy, I don't have enough stamina. That really does move the goalpost a little bit. Woo! Yeah, interesting.
This ends here.
Woo! Shield doing the Lord's work there. Look at my health. Holy. Very much too close for comfort, yeah. I was tempted to say something a bit naughty then.
All right, this is it. We'll hold this area. You head to the back of the castle and find the Count. Don't come back here without him.
If you're staying here on your Jack Jones, buddy boy, there's a very good chance I won't be coming back here at all. It's going to take more than that bloody scamp to help me out here, I think. I hope he's got some help in here. There's the counter patch. So much I can deal with. It's a bloody Daedra sort of problem. That was the challenge. I was a little worried, I have to admit, when I was out there that I might have to drop the difficulty to deal with this, because it was decidedly unreasonable. That courtyard fight. Go to the dining hall versus what, pray? Yeah, if it asked if I'd wanted easy mode, I'd have been scuppered. Well, I wouldn't have even had the choice then, would I? Because I can't accept. Way 4 worth 20, way 1 worth 4, way 2 worth 25. Yeah. Sleeping quarters, okay. Dining hall? Is that the door forward there? Because I feel like the way forward should be this way. Oh shite, there's a Daedra there. And then you know, squirt. It's about to break, but I am apparently one step closer to the edge. My trousers as usual. Don't really need that. My armour is taking quite the pummeling. And I'm out of repair hammers, that's not great. Well, let's see what's in the dining hall. Grab the bread while you can. That's easy in your life. Don't need a pewter plate, I don't think. Already checked that, haven't I? Okay. Go down there, there's nothing. There's a sleeping quarters this way. Oh, this castle is not very castle-like. In its layout. Oh, motherfucker. Proper losses here is definitely a problem. Just take a brief nap. He's not coming back. Oh, sorry, I had to take a nap along the way. Oy, oy, oy. Tempted to save the wine there. Got him! Scamped it, technically. Amelia's gold wine. Found the body of Count Goldwine. I should deliver his signet to Matthias. That sucks. Unable to find the count. Save the count, rather. But I did manage to avenge him and slay the beast that killed him. Map of Kvatch, from the look of that. Well, there we go. Victory of a sort.
Where is the Count? Why is he not with you?
Of course he did, mate. Lying face down in a pool of blood. He didn't make it.
We were too late. If only we'd gotten here sooner. This is indeed a dark day for all of us left. But I thank you for risking your own life to help us. Did you find the Count's ring by any chance?
Yeah, I took it. What are you talking about?
Secure it at once. It's the only thing...
It's the only thing we have left. Why it didn't just automatically dump that into my quest tab, no wait, and just automatically dump that in there. It's like, yeah. I feel like Skyrim would have done that. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's try again. Our friend's efforts here to secure the way behind us appear to have achieved nothing, while he sent me on ahead to fight Daedra and fire Anti-Stutters on my own. Maybe if he'd come with, we'd have taken him down fast enough to get there in time to save him. Maybe. Instead of standing here in an empty room on his Jonesy.
Do you have the Count's ring?
Yes.
At least this is safe. Thank you. I shall make sure it is protected for the time when a new Count is crowned. Here, take this. I have no use for it. I'm tired of fighting. It may serve you well in days to come.
Ah, his armor, I guess. One Kavach cuirass, of which I already have several. Okay.
Goodbye.
Assume it's just the same as all the others got. Oh no, his has got fortified endurance and strength. Okay. Nice. Somehow I think I'll stick with my big scary looking armor fuck you up, got wings of a dragon armor. Personally, but right, so now I guess I need to get the heck out of here. I'm doing, but we did it. Patch not safe under Savlian Matthias' control. Okay. So, with that done, back to camp. I think. It was quite the battle. Yeah, definitely tough.
It's the smell, really. Smoke and fire, and something worse. In the ruins.
It's Martin, isn't it? Brother Martin.
The chapels and the Elder Council will help us. It just takes time.
How could the Nine let
Greetings, traveler.
this happen?
Farewell.
Are they? Yes.
So is anybody here who's going to try and trade with me? No, I don't think so.
Chapels and... I'm sorry. I don't think I'm going to be much... Good day.
You're the one who closed the gate. Thank you. Be seeing you.
There we go. Well, I think Brother Martin is one for next time, which might take a hot minute, because I've got a bit of a chaotic week ahead.
Good to see you.
that was a day. That was a battle. Armour upgrades are nice though. I'll have to try and get some pictures of that at some point when I've actually got some light on the armour. Yeah, that was quite the slog to get through there with all those Daedra. What was it, like 2 or 3 Daedra, a whole bunch of fire archonects and some clanfighters as well. Not a scamp to be seen. It was considerably tougher. But yeah, nonetheless, we made it through in the end. Through strategy and patience and the fact that, what's his name? Matthias just kept getting back up, but we got there eventually. Yeah, fun. So, I think the next time we will play this will probably be, I'm sorry to say, sometime next week. Hopefully. It's very strange going over there. Oh, I see it. YouTube is lagging away behind, because of course it is. Yeah. The current plan, well, I'm not going to be here on Thursday and Friday, in short. So, I probably won't be able to stream on Saturday either. So, my guess is we'll probably jump back into this on Monday, probably. Depending on how we get on with Avowed, it may end up being Tuesday next week, but we'll see. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to jump into Fallout because the new seasonal event kicks off tomorrow, the Big Bloom, so definitely going to tackle that one. Should be fun. Then on Wednesday we'll do Avowed, see how that goes. Yep. We managed to make it through the castle eventually and have returned since. Yeah. Wednesday we'll do Avowed and see how we can get on with that. Like I say, I suspect there'll be a need for one more Avowed stream after Wednesday. I suspect, because we've got the garden and then presumably the ending, which I think is going to take at least 2 streams, to be honest. So, yeah, all of that ahead. So I'm thinking if we can do that in the right way, get far enough along, maybe next week we'll kick the week off with Avowed and finish that off, and then do Oblivion, Fallout, and then we'll be good to jump back into Atomfall, which I was hoping to do this week, but I'm not here Thursday, Friday anyway, so yeah. Different stream every day. Fallout tomorrow, Avowed Wednesday, and then I'll be off for streaming-wise for the rest of the week. Videos, there should be one tomorrow on the new update. I'll go over quickly what's in the patch, which will be small, and a quick once over the new seasonal event as well. On later in the week, I will try and have a best builds video up, but as I say, I'm disappearing on a Thursday, Friday, so yeah, definitely gonna have to plan ahead for that, I think. But yeah. And then back to something vaguely resembling normality the week after. Or next week, rather. But yeah, all go at the moment. So, I think time for a bathroom break for me. And yeah, we'll look forward to pushing back on with this next time. Looks like we have successfully solved the bouncing issue with the stream and that we had briefly last night with the mods and things, or last week rather. So, glad my tests there seem to have worked. Seems to have stuck. Yeah, we'll see what happens. You never know, there might be a patch between now and next time. We'll see what that might do as well. Be cool. But yeah, for now, thank you for hanging out. Hope you had fun. I enjoyed that one. Good challenge. I don't really remember taking back Kvatch, but very, very vaguely. I think I might have done it once at some point long ago, but I don't remember it clearly. So yeah, we'll have to push on into stuff I don't really remember as we venture further out into Oblivion, which should be cool. Lots of interesting things coming up, I am sure. But for now, thank you all for hanging out. Hope you've enjoyed. Look after yourselves, stay safe. Yeah, like, sub, notification bell, all that good stuff if you haven't. Social media links in description. And yeah, well, get up some Fallout around about 8 o'clock tomorrow, probably. I might try and be a few minutes early, and then we can get an extra run of the Big Bloom in, which would be nice. But until then, look after yourselves. Have a good rest of your evening. Have a good day tomorrow. I will see you around about 8. So, till then, night. See you tomorrow, folks.
you